Hi everyone, this is Georgios with Layer. Today's topic is how to stack templates that can help me during the different phases of my project. Essentially, what we will do is that we will break an existing project into smaller templates that then we can use to spin up a new project. Let's go through it. So in your dashboard, you have the projects tab and then you have the templates tab. This is essentially where we will be storing our templates that we can use when we spin off a new project. So I'll jump here inside my healthcare sample project where I have a few different categories. And the process that I'll show you is essentially where I can break my project into smaller templates that I can then mix and match to accompany my project as it progresses through the different phases. For example, if I click here on the project settings, I can create a template from project. So usually what people do is that we tend to want to export everything at the same time. But in this case, what I'll do is that I will just, for example, export my meeting minutes. So I would just say meeting minutes, templates. And just a quick note that when I click here on the left-hand side, that will bring the saved views in the fields. And should I desire to also bring the actual meeting minutes that have been used in the project, I can click this button here, and then it says that it will also bring the two elements. Usually that's not the case. We just want the backbone of the project. So I will just keep this checked for now and then hit continue. Usually what happens here is that if there's a related element field, it asks me if I want to include it in the template or not. For now, I'll just skip it and I'll hit continue and I will create a template. Quick note also is that essentially when you're creating a template, anyone in your company can apply the template to a project. In order for someone to be able to alter the template, they have to be added to it. And we'll see that in a second here. So let me go ahead and just redo the process for the same process, but for a different category right now. So for example, let's use the site observations. So site observations template. Again, I'll just skip only the left-hand side, hit continue. Again, it asks me that it has a related element. Essentially, that related element points back to the field reports, which is a category here already in my project. For now, I'll just say continue and create a template. Perfect. Now that we have those templates, I can actually find them under here. And what I mentioned earlier about people in your company be able to see your template versus being able to edit your template, this is just a small intricacy. So if I want someone to be able to access my template, I need to add them to the template similarly to as I would do in a project. And obviously, people outside of your company are not allowed to enter your template. However, I don't need to do that process when I create a project and then under my company tab, everybody in my company can see that I have created those templates, right? So let's go ahead and start a new project. And I'm essentially going to be using first the meeting minutes template because I'm starting a new project, right? And the first thing that I always do is essentially just take meeting minutes. So I'll just create that from a template. And you'll see that what that does is that it starts up a project with the meeting minutes already created. And obviously you'll see that the category is empty. However, when I start a new meeting, you can see that the fields are there. And this red guy is actually telling me that, hey, you have a related element field that is not tied yet to anything. So in case you want to have a different template for members, for team members, you can bring that in and then complete the setup. And so then the concept is that now that I have those mini templates, I can actually stack them just by clicking the plus sign next to the categories and then under company, find my site observations template, apply the template into my project, and then keep working on my project. until I finish it. So I hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions.